Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. When we last left off, we sort of rescued Jebediah, kind of. We got off of Minmus, but now we are stuck without any fuel in orbit around Kerbin, and we're quite a ways off from being able to do anything useful. But I have sort of a solution. We have a lot of RCS fuel, and you can sort of control that a little bit. So what we're actually doing is we're burning all the way out here at the apoapsis, and we're going to try and bring that periapsis down enough that we can actually... Oops, nope, not like that, please. Let's see, turn off RCS. See, what I discovered is if you're in docking mode, come on, now do your stuff. There we go. This actually can help slow our orbit a bit, which is great. In theory. So what we're going to try and do is basically slow our orbit to the point that we actually bring this down. See, it's 2513 right now. Keep an eye on that number. And, let's see, is there a way? Because the problem is that all of these are placed on the sides, so they can't fire us forward or backward. They can only fire us kind of almost rotationally. But I'm going to do this. Basically just... fire in the... Ooh, nope, like that. What am I doing? Like that. Ooh, no. Stop. No, but the intention is basically to slow our orbit enough and then let the planet slow us the rest of the way. That would be ideal. So we're going to fire the RCS thrusters and slow down. You see our orbit is declining, which is something. And it's interesting to me that it's doing this. Okay. Let's take a look at our map, see what that did. See, look at that. We dropped some. We dropped like a good 100 or so. And the fuel is the most efficient because we're out here by the apoapsis, which is good. Which means we are bringing this in. If we can get it below like 90, we have a shot of actually getting home. The unfortunate thing is there's not a ton of fuel here. And this stuff is relatively weak. And I guess as a last resort, next time I'm going to make sure to place RCS thrusters probably along the bottom too, just so we can kind of hack it. If we end up in this sort of situation again. But we shall see what happens. So basically I'm just trying to fire. You see that orbit is coming down very slowly. I'm just going to go back and do that over and over and over again while we are out here and see if we can get that orbit to slow down a little bit for us. Is there a shortcut key? There's got to be a shortcut key for docking. That would be helpful. And if we can just slow the orbit enough... Now, I apologize. This may be a rather boring episode, so my goal, I guess, here is to actually... converse with you and make it somewhat interesting regardless. It's been, oh man, it's Monday, but I'm kind of at the end of a crazy week work-wise, because we were all working kind of through the weekend to get a lot of stuff done, and I'm finally getting a chance to just kind of calm down and relax a little bit. Oh, see, I think we can actually do this. Possibly. Who knows? So I do have sort of a question, because the thing about this game is that it was rather exciting initially, as we were... Actually, I wonder if I go like this, and then can I just kind of burn across? I'm going to say that's... RCS. Seconds. Oh, nope, wrong way. Slow the orbit. No, that's not the right angle. Okay. So let's go up here. Actually, what if I just rotate us so that when we burn left, it'll burn, yeah, like that. Okay, so we'll burn, yeah, so then if we burn straight to the right here, and we are burning from our apoapsis to our, or from retrograde to prograde. I think that's probably the most accurate I can do. So then, yeah, it's going to slide over here. We're slowing our orbit. Good. So we're not wasting fuel burning in a direction that's not useful. That's at least something. Do that. No, so this game is fairly entertaining at first because, you know, lots of exploding rockets and me not knowing what I'm doing. But now that we're doing crazy interplanetary missions and stuff, it does get a little bit difficult to know what is interesting for you guys. Now, I could go through and try and do... God, I'm doing the simplest stuff. Why is it difficult for me to... Okay, now I'm actually curious. Can I start burning from over here, maybe? Is that gonna... Oh, nope, that's increasing the orbit. Okay. Or it's increasing our orbital velocity. So no, we won't do that. We'll start over here. Oh, come on. No, but so what I could do is basically continue doing sort of Let's Play style stuff, but you know, try and go through and edit the footage and speed it up. That's one thing that's kind of off the table for me because, as I've said in the past, this gaming channel is not my main channel. It's not my main focus, and so my goal here is to, you know, really it's a matter of, you know, if I'm going to be enjoying playing stuff, then I'm happy to record it, and that's fun. But it's not. I'm not making a huge effort out of doing this stuff. So I don't want to find myself in a situation where I feel compelled to set up recordings and stuff every day, because I've been down that road and it's time-consuming and not very fun. Okay, see, there should be more than a quarter that was helpful. Okay, yeah, we're still decreasing so long as we're here. Okay, so I can go kind of the whole way around. Good. I suppose I could just kind of continue, but instead of trying to reverse. Come on. There we go. And yeah, I think we're going to be fine. I think we've got enough monopropellant to actually pull this off. I'd love to save some of the RCS, just in case when we go to land, if, you know, we find ourselves heading into a, you know, a mountain or something. I don't know. Kerbal isn't that dangerous, but it'd be nice to have at least some sort of recoverability. Who knows? No, but my question really is, what do you guys want to see here? Because I'm going to keep playing this game because I like this game a lot. But if this does get to the point where it's kind of boring for you, I mean, there are kind of options in that I could continue playing and just do Let's Plays and just try and talk over them and make them interesting, even though there may be like a whole video that's just getting ourselves from one planet to another, not really doing anything yet, because this game does take quite a bit of time, especially when you get to when you're trying to go out to far out planets. It can end up taking you a ridiculous amount of time to get there. You can spend hours kind of just waiting to get the right intercepts and everything like that. Now, obviously, I think that'd be kind of a bit much. There's no way I'm just going to sit here and make you guys sit through. I mean, what would that be? That would be like five videos of waiting to try and go somewhere. I mean, that's boring for me to watch. So I'm not going to record that. But what I could do is try and keep you guys up to date with what's going on in the game, and just kind of bringing you in every now and then. Oops. See, I hate this. It's like mowing a lawn, just back and forth, back and forth. It's nothing like mowing a lawn. Yeah, going to space is like mowing a lawn, guys. That's a little pro tip from the genius astronaut architect pilot that designed this thing that ran out of fuel. Oh, I'm such an idiot. But you know what? We are gonna recover this darn thing. Dag nabbit. Because Jebediah is worth it. He worked hard. He landed safely, and I think he has earned the right to to go home. No, so I guess the question that I have is really whether, because I guess in the past I did kind of have that. There is kind of a break in the videos where I was off sending probes around to different planets and stuff, because I was sending kind of the same probe for the most part everywhere. And, you know, that process was pretty similar since I was only sending them into the orbits of the planets. So it wasn't necessarily the sort of thing that would be interesting for you to watch. But, so I guess my question is, do you want me to keep making these sorts of things? Where, you know, we kind of go through, you know, just kind of the progression? Or should I really just kind of limit these to the occasional video where I'm like, hey, I want to show off this thing because I made a thing. Check out the thing. what is it with things? The other thing that I've seen on these videos, or not on these videos, but I've seen a couple of other YouTubers do. I saw one where he actually got Jebediah to get out and push the thing, which I'm really hoping we don't get stuck doing. Let's see what our... Okay, you know what? We're getting there. We're making slow progress. But, even if we've got plenty of monopropellant, we'll be fine. But he basically just got in because the jetpack refuels every time you get back in the command module, which is helpful. But basically, so you go in and push and then get back in and get out and push and get back in. But obviously, these aren't necessarily as useful of tools as I need to place my RCS thrusters better. But yeah, boy, what I wouldn't give for, an engine with some fuel. And the thing here is I can't even dock this, because I have some docking ports. I don't remember if I had some when I initially started doing this. But so really, this is kind of one of the... I mean, I suppose I could get a ship out here that just kind of pushes. But there's a concern there that, what if we cause some sort of disaster? What if, I don't want this thing to explode. This is Jebediah has been through far too much for things to end here. Now, I still don't quite know what this orbital velocity actually means. I should probably figure that out. Like, relative to what? Well, I mean, I suppose it's relative to the to Kerbal, but oops, there we go. But yeah, so I'm happy to. I'm definitely going to keep playing this game because I think it's really, really well done. But I could just kind of limit the videos that go on this channel to things that apply to, oh look, they released a new thing, or I built a new thing, or whatever. Or I could just, kind of give you, relatively continual updates as things go forward. But it really is sort of a question in my mind, and I guess it's really up to you because. At least with with my other channels, I make stuff for me. Ooh, I turned off SAS. That's why. Okay. See, I do love how maneuverable this thing is without any fuel or utility, really. But this is really kind of up to you as far as... I feel like there's got to be a better direction for me to be. Oh no! Look at that. If we don't land, we're going to encounter the moon. Oh boy, and that would spin us into a crate. Oh, so we would pass by Kerbal and encounter the moon, and then the moon would slingshot us out into deep space. What would deep space look like? Oh, it doesn't show that. Okay. Well, let's not do that, guys. But this is at least coming down, so. That's something. All right. No, but I was saying my main channel stuff is really for my benefit, but and it's, I mean, that's true for all of my stuff, really. I mean, I'm a very selfish kind of guy, but I guess my question with these gaming channels, these gaming channels. I have one gaming channel. What am I doing? Why am I rotating? Okay, stop it. But I guess my question is what you guys would like to see, because I'm going to be playing these, and that's the part that I enjoy. And putting it up is just kind of like, well, yeah, if you want to watch, I'm down. So let me know what it is that you would like to see. That I think I've spent about 14 minutes saying like that one thing. I'm a very productive person, I guess. I think having stabilization on may have been causing a little bit of issue, because it may have been counteracting some of the thrust that I was trying to do, because stabilization does try and stop you from rotating. So I'm going to try and turn off stabilization whilst in the thrusting phase, and I really hope we manage to get this round, because the fuel is most efficient when you are near the apoapsis, which it's not even showing anymore, or maybe we've just drastically passed it. I think we've drastically passed it, but oh, okay. Yeah. Ooh, hang on. Look at that. Yeah, okay, so this is doable. But now, okay, at least this is good. If we encounter the moon, we will at least not be flung off into deep space. So that's I'm gonna call that progress. Anyway, back to back to life. Who can live in the woods? Yeah, so it has been, oof, such a long day. And I'm trying to figure out quite what I should do next in Kerbal. Oh, and that also brings me to another point, that if you don't think that you'd like to continue to see random Kerbal Space Program stuff on here, do you have suggestions for games that you would like to see? I know some of you have mentioned where's the Minecraft? And Minecraft released a new version with a whole bunch of changes, and I loaded it up. Really, this channel is not about like trying to keep to a regular schedule of stuff. It's like, I'm just gonna play what I want to play, because otherwise it gets to be a huge commitment. And but they released a new version, and I loaded it up, and I started. I'm not. It's enough of a change that I feel like you need to have a. I'm an idiot. It's enough of a change that I feel like you need to kind of start the map over, and I wasn't super happy with the map that I was in to begin with, so I think at some point I'll be turning the Minecraft stuff up again. Oh, that stabilization's so nice. Come on, over. There we go. But I'm not quite sure when that'll be. It's kind of just when I have a taste for it. But there is also... Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to keep stabilization on because I actually don't want to keep spinning. What I would love to do is just kind of force myself to move in a particular direction here. And that's why I'm having to go back and forth, is because it does also rotate me. So I'm going to keep stabilization on because that would prevent me from rotating. That'd be good. We want to stop rotating. Anyway, so thinking about doing more Minecraft stuff, and I'd probably just kind of start a new series with that, with the new version, which I have not looked at all. I haven't even looked at the documentation for it, the release notes or whatever. Man, this is a lot of monopropellant. I don't think we needed anywhere near this much monopropellant. This is so the wrong way to be flying a ship. You know what this is? This is us paddling the Titanic. We're basically paddling. We're just going back and forth. Oh, paddling our way home. But we're gonna get there. How are we doing? Ooh, we lost our moon encounter. We're way past the apoapsis. Ooh, and that's nice and low. Now the thing is, if we keep doing, why are we so off of our path? I don't like that. Oh, okay. Okay, that's a bit more clear. Yeah, we're still close enough that it's not going to save us much fuel to go around again and wait until we're closer. But just trying to make sure, because it's not just a matter of fuel efficiency, but it did save us some time. But so if you guys have suggestions for other games, the requirements from me are that there has to be actual permission for monetized gameplay, which does limit a lot of things. I know it's rough, because I'm not going to claim fair use for gameplay footage, because fair use really only applies to commentary / criticism, and typically with my games it's never the game's fault. It's usually me. Yeah, Jebediah knows what I'm talking about. So you can argue that copyright stuff, but I'm just not up for having that battle. So those are kind of my requirements for games and stuff. So basically, when I'm looking at games that could potentially work, actually that's how I found Kerbal Space Program. Is it just like it happened to be one that had a go for it policy. So basically, the games that I'm looking for would be explicitly okay for YouTube monetization, and even though yes, you can upload stuff that's not okay for monetization, it's still a little if they have a monetization policy, it's very unlikely they're going to change their copyright policy. And I like to play it safe. Okay, we've got to be getting close. Come on. This is getting ridiculous. Though, I suppose you can always skip ahead. There we go. Then the other requirement here is that these things have to work on OS X, which I know, guys. I should be a Windows person because it's a game, but I'm just not. I'm sorry. It's nobody's fault. Oh, you know what? I actually have to not go all the way back here because I'm increasing my orbit when I go behind it. So yeah, okay. So basically, I just have to do that in a line between the two of these. And I'm really trying to fight the temptation to look at the map again because I know every time I do that, I'm just wasting time. But it's I don't know if you guys are like that. I want to see how it's going. Come on. Oh, I tilted too much. Ooh. Is that in the line, sort of? Yeah, that's good. Good, I like it. Come back. Do. Yeah. See, we have our orbit is about half of what it was, and I really want to make sure. I don't want you guys to have two videos of just this. Oh, look at that! That is fantastic. We were actually very close. So just a few more rows of our ore here, and we should be doing a bit better. So again, if you guys have suggestions for stuff that you would like to see me play, oop, what did I do? Oh, I'm in the wrong. Yep, there we go. Okay, then yes, OS X and explicitly okay for YouTube's, and then basically up from there it'll just be, well, do I find the game intriguing or enjoyable or whatever. That's actually kind of been just how I've decided the games that I have played. Like Portal 2 and gosh, has it only been 3 games that I've played on this channel? We got to change that. But it is unfortunate because there are a lot of games. Oh, no, there are 4. There's Evoland, and then Portal, and then Minecraft, and then this one, which is good. Now, I don't want to bring us in too low because we do want to be able to aero brake. Which is basically use the atmosphere to slow our descent. That would be nice. So I do want to make sure. I'm probably going to start checking a little more frequently. We've got a little. Though I think actually as we slow, we should slow faster. So who knows? Maybe this is it. 60. That's it, guys. All right. Let's see what happens. Actually, I should turn off RCS. To do RCS off. All right, Jebediah, I got good news. You're going home. What the heck is that? That's the flag on Minmus? Why don't we see Minmus then? It should have a Minmus icon. What's that? That's Lathe. That's a moon of Juno? Not Juno. Jewel. All right, so when we get here, we're going to be close enough that we will get into the atmosphere, which should be good. I think. We should get into the atmosphere. Are we not in the atmosphere? If we don't get into the atmosphere, I'm going to be mad. I don't think we're going to be in the atmosphere. Oh, there we go. The atmosphere. And look at that. Our velocity's slowing. Sort of. A little bit. Is that coming down? See, look at that. That is coming down quickly. And that's all just the atmosphere. Because we're close enough that it's going to slow us down. Now, the question, though, is it enough to slow us down to land on this descent, or not so much? And that is a question to which I do not have an appropriate answer. But let us see. We can time warp up to 4, which is good. We're going to go ahead and do that. And, oh, our velocity's picking up again. And that's picking up again. Why is that picking up again? Okay, so we're not going to land this time. Ah, it wasn't quite close enough. Ah, that's frustrating. Okay, well, just a few more. And once we get to the apoapsis, come on, let me time warp. Okay, so that's at 65. We bring that down. Probably just one more oar stroke, and then we will land. Or will be. Die trying, right? Jebediah? I know your name. I totally didn't just, volunteer you for stuff for nothing. I gotta say, I'm kind of impressed that we managed to do that entirely without legitimate rockets. Come on, we're still too close. See, because our, really, we should be able to, there we go. Time warp. Yeah, around here. As long as we don't have, like, a sudden encounter with some object that it didn't foresee, we should be okay. Well, and actually, remember when we were initially doing this? So this is the moon's orbit, and yeah, we were all the way out at Mimis's orbit last time. So things are going pretty great for us right now. Now let's just get ourselves out here. Oop, okay. And let's do one more paddle and see how that goes. We may have to do an additional one. We'll be close though. Let's see. All right. RCS. This way, please. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Do. Uh-huh. There we go. And map, please. How are we looking over here? 25. Oh, that's going to be way too close. But you know what? We're going for it. Right, Jebediah? Yeah, he's fine with that. All right. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Look, Jebediah, you are coming home. It's going to be awesome. And you're probably going to land on the dark side, unfortunately. Which is kind of rough. I can speed up time for a bit, and we can see this apoapse coming in nice and quickly. Oh, that's dropping much faster than last time. And now the question is, where exactly... Oof! Yeah, okay. It, in fact, added a moon encounter. The question now is, where are we going to land? I'm guessing probably somewhere right about here, maybe? Yep, see, look, we've got a landing. We've got a landing, guys. Ooh, slow down time, please. Can I rotate us at all? I can't really, can I? If I do this, though... I would love to kind of kill some of our velocity, but I'm not sure I can do that. And our surface speed is way too fast for my taste. Jebediah, we're getting you home. We're getting you home, dang it. And the question is, can we get the surface speed to drop quickly enough that we can deploy? Oh yeah, that's going to be fine. Look at that. Our surface speed is like almost nothing. It's almost nothing, I say. And then we do have to still detach this rocket. And then we will deploy the parachute. And this terrain is looking pretty nondescript at the moment. Can I see lights? No, oh, we've got lights on. Okay. Well, we're getting there. And our altitude is still pretty high up. So I'm going to say, let's rotate ourselves like this. And goodbye. And deploy parachutes. And look at that. Oh, Jebediah. Okay, we still got... Oh yeah, we've got plenty of altitude left. And I've heard from people that you can time warp to 2 times speed and be fine with the parachutes. But you know what? Yeah, okay, we'll do it. Two times is fine. And if one of them fails, we'll catch it and slow back down to 1. But apparently if you warp faster than that, then the physics engine gets crabby and bad things happen. So Jebediah, our hero of Minmus, landed all on his own, completely unmanned, managed to get into a rescue ship and survive, is finally coming home to Kerbin. Please, don't die. Look at that! Jebediah, you are a king among men. And let's do a surface sample while you're here. Oh no, what did you do? Jebediah? Okay, let go. Jebediah. So I had to force quit this and restart because for whatever reason it seemed to crash, which is not good. But it thankfully saved this progress, which is at least something. So Jebediah, now that you've landed on Kerbal, what are you going to do next? I guess first we would have to build Disney World, but let's plant a flag just to commemorate this glorious occasion. And we'll call it Jebediah's Landing. That's what this area will forever be known as. And take a surface sample, why not? Okay, it's not worth much, but yeah, do an EVA report while you're here. And it's also not worth much. Good job, Jebediah. You have gone where... Oh, come on. There we go. Get back in, and we can recover this. Board, and let's recover this... Oh, come on. Recover this vessel. Jebediah, you are a hero of the Kerbins. Well done. And look at that, we actually got a fair amount of science from this. That's pretty cool, because we got a surface sample from Minmus, and that was worth 150. And that's actually, I think, enough for us to buy something. Let's see if we can do that real quick. Let's see, how much are these? These are all, 550. Oh, so we're close. Large probes. Oof. I don't know if I should get. You know what? No, we're gonna get a rover, equipment for rovers. That's gonna be cool. Then there's advanced rover equipment, which we'll get later. But Jebediah, we hardly knew ye. That's not even an appropriate expression here. But well done, and thank you guys for watching. We finally managed to get home after some terrible mishaps. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. Bye.